secret weapon if you have sacral or tailbone pain. So sometimes people don't even know what it is, and often I'll hear it described as hip pain or pain in my butt. And so I want to show you guys exactly what we're talking about. So this would be from the back. Here's your hip over here. Here are your hip bones up here. This is your tailbone, and here's your lumbar spine. So your glute would be right here. And the pain is often on one side in a sharp little line like this. Sometimes it can be on both sides, but most often it'll locate to one side or the other. And often it feels just like this, like the edge of a knife, like right along there. And sometimes people will say, like, it almost feels like my hip's gonna give out. And it's really common if you've been sitting too much or in pregnancy.
Yeah, I definitely experienced it for sure.
In pregnancy, and I did too. And it's actually really common because your joints are starting to separate a little bit in preparation for your expanding body and birth of the baby. And so those joints will just get a little looser, and then you have that added weight of the baby. And so it puts a lot of pressure right here. But anybody can suffer from this, and it's actually really easy to take care of the immediate pain on your own. So I want to show you how to do that. You'll be my assistant?
I will.
Okay. All right, so you're going to lay on your back. Very good. Okay, so you can do this anywhere that you can get your legs to move without restriction. So like on a big fuzzy carpet probably wouldn't work because you're going to get caught up in the carpet, but like on the edge of a bed or laying on maybe a smoother surface. Anything like that will work. So once you've laid down, just lift up your hips so that you, or make sure that you're square and laid and not kind of rolled to one side or the other. And then once you're there and solid through here, then you're going to want to lock out your knees and flex your feet back. And then from there, the motion is like you're bicycling, like this. All the motion comes from the hip without letting the knee loose. So go ahead and let's see that motion. Can you guys see that? So her knees aren't moving, her feet aren't flexing. All that movement is coming right from her hip, going up and down. Yep, just like that. Now, the trick of it is that you have to do that so slowly that I couldn't even tell what you were doing. All right, so go ahead and show us that. Show us how slow it is. Good. And she's actually doing it. Can you guys see her feet down here? I'm going to put how slow she's doing it. Very, very good. Okay. And what's happening there, I'm going to lay the spine right on you for just a second. You want to hold the top so it doesn't. All right, so here's her pelvis. And what's happening is she's using her hip bones to bring that up and down like this. And that actually gets right into this joint and gets the little tiny accessory muscles there to begin to stabilize the joint. And this can completely take care of, go ahead and sit up for me. This can completely take care of the issue for you and help to stabilize it. So if you have this problem recurring, you absolutely want to visit your chiropractor because likely there's a bigger issue at play. But sometimes even when you're well adjusted, you can have this happening because you have a muscle imbalance. And this goes right to the root of the issue. So you'll want to do the exercise, that back and forth, until you feel this area stop pulling. So as you're doing the back and forth, you'll feel little pulls right along here, and you know you're done when you don't feel that anymore. So typically that'll take between maybe 30 seconds to 2 minutes, and you can do this exercise as many times as you'd like throughout the day, but it's recommended if you're having a chronic issue that you would do it at least in the morning and in the evening.
That sounds great. I know it really helped me when I did that.
Yeah, and I have absolutely great success with this with patients, especially people who have had chronic things that just won't seem to go away. Mm-hmm. So hope this tip helped. If it did, I encourage you to share with your friends and like our YouTube channel at HealthWorks TX.